Hi everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Chef and the Novice. I am your novice, Alan, and in this series, Chef William is going to teach me how to cook. No small task. We're still trying to work all the bugs out, and we don't really have a budget, so I couldn't hire a cameraman, and I just pointed the camera at Chef William, and it's a little boring, so I went back after the fact to do some close-ups, and yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's really done after the fact. But hey, we're still working out the kinks, and you know, if you like the idea and where we're going with this, please leave a comment, and all feedback is greatly appreciated. And who knows, maybe we can turn this into something great. Okay, enough preamble. Let's get to today's food. It is steaks and some spring onions. The tools you'll need are a cast iron pan and some tongs.
We now return to our feature presentation, already in progress.
Well, you can see how the meat, how these fibers are a little looser than these. This is going to cook a little slower than this is because the heat's going to penetrate a lot faster through that. See how the fibers are kind of a lot looser on that side?
Oh, okay.
It's just
more spread apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and the more spread apart, the faster it cooks.
This will cook faster because this is dense. This is just dense, more dense. So we're just going to season that liberally with salt and pepper. Liberally. So like real liberal, right? And that's just one side. And then real, I need to have a nice coarse grade.
Should I fire it up?
Please.
All right. Full heat?
Oh yeah.
All right. With the tongs.
All right. Ready to go.
So what's the theory here?
Theories are that if your meat is wet, it will stick to the pan.
All right.
All right. You'll see it's nice and dry.
And then
Pretty much it. I like to do my more fatty sides. I like to try to render that fat out. So I want to have this as close to the center of the pan.
Okay.
Right? So, boom.
Alright.
So one thing you can do, right? We got our oven on at 350. You can get a nice color on it. Like I'm going to get a nice color on one side, flip it over, and then put it in the oven. Let it finish in the oven. How's it doing? Oh, what are you gonna poke at it for?
Well, I just wanted to see how it was doing.
Well, so you want to see the releases? Right? Okay.
The release?
You know that your meat is like got a nice press on it when it releases freely like that? Like it doesn't stick to the pan? Go ahead and flip it.
Oh, okay.
Flip it.
Alright. I guess that's the way to do it.
That's what you need to poke at it like that.
I'm gonna poke at it.
If you are going to poke at it, you might as well poke at the center and try to get that have some contact there. But yeah, you're good.
Alright.
You got a nice little press going there. So we can feel it as well. See how the textures are?
Yeah.
Use your finger and poke at it now, and feel it, the firmness, how the differences are between it. That's how you know when your steaks are really done. It's like you can feel when they're done. I'm gonna follow it.
So wait, how do you judge your doneness?
See how you can see how it's kind of even, like getting it even.
Yeah.
The color going through into it.
Yeah.
I judge my steaks by feel. Yeah.
So what does it feel like when it's done?
We're about to find out. how do I explain what it feels like? It's not actually that. I'm just gonna pull it off a little bit. I want to sear that side.
Okay.
See that? There's a little bit of fat there. I want to try to render that a little bit. So.
I'm gonna tip it on the tin.
I'll give it balances there, right?
Perfect. Well done.
So you get some nice color. That's pretty much what you want to see, right?
Right. Boom. So how long are you gonna leave it in there for?
5 minutes.
Alright.
So we're gonna let that rest. Right?
Good night, meat. Happy dreams. Have a nice rest.
Alright, so since you love onions so much, so I'm just gonna slice these lengthwise. So what I'm doing is taking my hand, right, kind of curling my fingertips under a little bit. They're not like all the way under like that.
Right.
I'm still holding it, but you can see how this part of my finger I'm using as a guide to go up. See how my knife rests, it's not all the way off like this. I'm using my fingers to guide the knife so it doesn't go squirrely on me. Right?
Right.
So I'm just guiding my knife with my fingers.
Backing it off as you chop. Yep.
Hello.
And getting down to it. So then
So these guys are all just going to go in the pool right now. It's nice and hot. With the butter as well. So we're just going to do this quick little saute.
a little butter.
A little butter in there. Yep.
And what's
Again, a little salt.
You got medium heat there?
Yeah, medium high. That's that.
All right. So how do you know when that's done? Done sucking up.
Done resting?
Yes.
I want to let it rest as much as I can. So 5 minutes, longer as long as it doesn't get cold. Big cut like through this way so you can see the differences in the meat, right?
Alright.
And what happens when you rest it as well, you see how the color is on it?
Yeah.
You get this, your flavor, your crust, a little gray and then red all the way through. So you let it rest. I wonder how it tastes.
Gosh, let's find out. Well, that's it for today's episode. Okay, so what did we learn? Get yourself a cast iron pan because they are thick, they hold in the heat, and if you want a good sear on your meat, you want a pan that's not going to drop in temperature dramatically when you throw in that meat. And a good, solid, heavy, thick cast iron pan will give that to you. Also, don't underestimate the importance of resting your meat. If you enjoyed today's episode, leave us a comment. All constructive criticism is appreciated because we're making this show for you in hopes that, well, everybody can be a better cook, including me. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.